In the jazz, blues, funk, rock and roll, and soul movement, Bettye LaVette is a name to be revered. She handles that genre with such finesse. And now she is about to join Brian Stokes Mitchell in a concert celebrating Peggy Lee and Frank Sinatra. And we are with Bettye LaVette. Bettye, hi, welcome.
Hi, Suzanne. Thank you. It's good to be with you.
In all of the genres of which you sing, what is your favorite?
I'm probably a pure rhythm and blues singer, it's kind of like Ray Charles was a rhythm and blues singer, but of course they just inducted him to the country Western Hall of Fame.
I know, weird.
So I just apply the same rhythm and blues voice to whatever it is I'm singing. I look at them as, at first, they aren't jazz or rock and roll or anything. They're just words on a piece of paper.
Right.
And if I sing them, they're one thing. If somebody country western sings them, they're another thing. But they're just songs.
Absolutely. If you had to choose a song or cycle of songs that describes who you are, what would they be?
I don't quite understand what you mean, a cycle of songs
If
that
it,
I've recorded or that it just
no,
exists.
that says who you are. So if it's not just one song, you can do multiple songs.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't. I like the fact that I'm not quite definable.
Mm.
I am just a song interpreter with a rhythm and blues voice, and I wouldn't even know how to synopsize myself in anything as a woman or as a singer.
How did you get involved in the New Jersey Pack concert about Frank Sinatra and Peggy Lee?
Mr. Christian McBride, who is my neighbor, always said he lives in another small town over from mine. I call all these small towns or villages. I'm from Detroit, so I call them all villages. But he lives in a village close to mine, and it's so ironic though because he records for a company that's in Detroit.
um,
But he and I became very close, and he's reached out to include me in so many things, and I'm so grateful to him for.
what songs are you singing in this show?
Oh, so you're asking me a whole bunch of things I don't know. Okay, here comes the reason that I married this man. Thank you, honey. Okay, I'm singing Black Coffee,
Mm.
uh, Lover Man.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm sorry. Love me or leave me.
Love
He's a
me.
tramp and the
Okay.
man I love.
Are you singing any duets with Brian Stokes Mitchell?
No, I'm not. I don't know if they thought of that.
Of all the Peggy Lee songs that were written, what's your favorite?
Well, mostly she's kind of like me. They're about the only thing that's really hers is Fever. And the rest of them were written by somebody else, either for her or she covered them. But that's the thing I like about her. She wasn't afraid to cover anything. She was a song interpreter, and she what's a song that she did by Lieber and Stoller? Is that all there is?
Oh, yeah.
How far can that be from Fever or Black Coffee?
Exactly.
It's so I like that about her. But I'm not really a music enthusiast. I When you hear me listening to music, it's because I'm getting ready to work. But
Ah.
I don't sit around and listen to music.
Um, you've done
My
several
husband does though.
you've done several albums. Um, do you have a new album coming out, or has there been a new one that's been recently done?
Yes, the most recent one is called LaVette, for which I am eagerly awaiting to see if I've won the Grammy that I've been nominated for.
Have you won a Grammy yet?
No, I have not. This is, it took me 55 years to get a nomination. And in these last 10 years or so, I've gotten 7.
Wow. Wow. Well, at least you know you're being honored.
Yeah, well, I always say, they said, no, I'm around.
What haven't you done that you would like to do?
Win a Grammy. No, I really, at this point, Suzanne, my only thing is here now. I'd like to have more of a Ray Charles career. I'd like to be more known than I am easily, so you could walk into any crowd and say, "Have you ever heard of Bettye LaVette?" And not have I still have a lot of, no, who is that? I still have a lot of that. So this Monday next Monday is my 78th birthday.
Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. Oh,
Thank
you're Aquarian.
Yes.
So am
This is
I.
oh, are you?
Yeah, February 16th.
Okay. Kevin is February 5th.
Love it.
Yes.
So
I,
you're very forward thinking.
indeed, sometimes too forward.
I know that feeling.
Sometimes everybody else has to catch up and we don't even get a chance to see it, like Benjamin Franklin.
Absolutely.
But at this point, I would just like that to become more of a household word. I certainly don't want to work or do any more gigs, and I pretty much have done every gig that I had ever dreamed of doing. I had a short residency at the Carlisle, which I'd always dreamed of.
Mm.
I've done the Kennedy Center Honors. I've done for 2 presidents. I've worked in everything that is worth working in New York. I'm getting ready week after next or so to do Carnegie Hall for the 15th time. So I
Wow.
pretty much have performed everywhere that I ever dreamed of performing. It's still just as I said, I'd like for my name to roll a little easier off people's lips.
What are you doing at Carnegie Hall?
It's a fundraiser for music in schools, which Michael Dorf does, who owns the city wineries.
Oh,
He
yes, yes.
he does these, and he's had me there. Well, he's had me there with my band once, but he's had me there 15 times in these things because they choose a theme. I think this time it will be Kevin is my brain. He remembers everything. Sinead O'Connor, they will be honoring.
Lovely.
And I had a tune on one of my albums called I've Got My Own Hell to Raise, and all the songs on it were written by women. And I did one of her tunes.
Nice.
Um,
Do you
so
do
I'll,
do you do the song Get There?
do I
Do you do the song Get There?
know the one by the young lady from St. Louis or Kansas
Yeah.
City? I can't.
You should sing that song. I could see you singing that song.
I know everybody can see me singing that and respect, but since
I love that.
everybody else in the world has done it, why should I?
Well, no, Get
It's
There.
just no, just about everything you could do. I think Aretha did the definitive version. I think about that. I'm probably the only Black female in the world who has never sung respect. But it's just there's no need for me to do it. I think the definitive version has been done. And I mean, if I was just a fun music lover who just loved to sing, I would sing everything. But I sing things that are conducive to me and things that come to me naturally just from my spirit. But just as far as like the tune respect goes, and get there when you can.
Yeah.
That's the way I wanted those songs. They
Has
sound
has anyone done a documentary on you?
well. Suzanne, I don't know if you how much you you read on me, but you know there is a book on
Right.
me.
I do
And
know that.
I'm sorry.
No, I do know that.
Uh-huh.
But
And
I did
so
I
several
didn't
people,
think there should be a documentary.
well, I you too, of course. Several people have looked at it. It's being looked at now, and it's been being looked at ever since it came out by one person or another. For one reason or another, it hasn't happened yet, but I feel really hopeful about that just because so many people are looking at it.
How has music changed from the time you started singing at 16 to now?
They have now what we call 10 and 2 songs. It's two
Mm.
verses, and you repeat the chorus 10 times.
So true.
So I don't care for that.
No, I have to agree with you on that one.
You know, and that and the fact that the word, well, at first the word superstar was being greatly overused, but the word genius now has just become like Tony the Tiger or somebody. It's just, it takes so little to be brilliant now or to be a genius. I think they could. There was people in Florida, Texas, something talking about getting rid of the dictionary. They could take those two words out because they don't mean anything at all now.
No, and they should. A genius is somebody that is rare.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
is
You know, and
intelligent,
if
that
you
thinks
write
out of the
five
box.
songs, that doesn't make five songs with two verses and 10 choruses, that does not make you a genius.
I mean, I love singers, but and I love composers and lyricists, but in all honesty, except for maybe Gershwin, I don't think I'd call any of them geniuses. Not a word that
Well,
would go.
I don't know, I think Gershwin and Cole Porter, there have been many in my lifetime. This album that I have, LaVette, is all the songs were written by one writer. His name is Randall Bramblett. And I've been telling people that he's the best writer that I feel that I've heard in the last 30 years. And that being that he writes like I sing, he writes about everything. He doesn't write about I love you or I miss you, or he does that too. But he's right. I've got one of the
That one
tunes,
is overrated.
huh?
I love you, I miss you, that is overrated.
he who writes songs, who records songs too. I have one song called Lazy, and I know it. You know, but I want the song to be entertaining and show business. See, I don't want it to be I'll kill you or I'll die if you leave or don't leave me or but I get bored very easily. I have the attention span of a child.
I know that feeling.
And
Um,
Randall writes various kinds of songs. I want you to listen to it because I think you'll find
I
it
would love to, actually.
amusing. There's another one on there called I Ain't Got No Plan B. You know, he writes and all the songs, the logic, even though they're funny, they aren't silly.
I don't have a plan B because I never had it. Everything's still an A.
That's what I say at the end of the song. I say I'm still working on plan
Exactly. To me, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is all an A.
A. You see,
Like I said, I'm
you
Aquarian.
think that's just an Aquarian way of thinking?
I do. I think we see everything in one same little box, and we don't
I
understand
love
why
it.
everybody else doesn't get that.
I love it. I love it. Well, I do everything the same way. Everything that I do it exactly the same way. When I'm here at the house, I cook almost every day. I turn completely into Mrs. Kylie when I'm here. And Kevin
Mhm.
has run me down to get me to stop and rehearse songs or whatever. But then when I'm at my gig, I don't even want you to call me on the phone. Don't even that
Right, exactly.
I'm
Leave me
doing
alone
that
in my
then.
own house.
My grandchildren are coming, my daughter and my grandchildren are coming for my birthday, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Are you cooking for your birthday or are they bringing it in?
I am several people from a recording company, my label, JV, are coming over, and my grandchildren. And I am the first in my family to be born in Michigan. Everybody else is from Louisiana. So I will be making gumbo and we will be sucking heads, as they call it, when you eat crawfish.
I know exactly what you're eating, etouffee. Where else can we see you performing this year?
Well, I'm going to be at a few places. If Kevin keeps the website duly noted, he has to because I can't. I don't know how much can I say here. Can I say anything I wish?
Oh,
Can I
you've
say?
been highly entertaining.
Oh, well, as I tell my audience, I'm suffering from a really, really rare, well, no longer so rare, but just a horrible disease called CRS.
Oh, what's
Can't
that?
remember shit.
I think the whole world is dealing with CRS. I think it's way not common. I will put the link to your website on this interview. I
Please
will also
do.
be singing some of my favorite songs on it.
Will you be at the performance?
I will, I think.
Please introduce yourself to me.
I
So often people interview me or they write about me, and I don't get a chance to meet them for years.
Yeah, I'll come introduce myself, I promise.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you for being with us today and have a great day and a fabulous birthday.